Hey everybody, how's it going? Costu1 here with another video for you guys. Hey! So this one is Six Flags Great America, trip number 11, Sunday, June 22nd, 2014. So, overall, it was a pretty good day. We got, I got a total of 12 rides. The main priority for this trip was to get on a lot of footage for my Goliath, documenting a giant Goliath documentary. So that was the main priority. So starting off the day, it was just a solo trip. My dad dropped me off in the guest drop-off area, and we did it that way. And then we walk around the park to start off the day. I was going to do Goliath first just to get some rides in. However, the problem with that was that the overflow was already pretty full, and I didn't want to wait that long. So I just went over to X-Flight. At this point, that's where I ran into Coaster Kale. Shout out to you, man. So I did X-Flight first on the right side. I would have done more rides on it, but the thing was, the line was getting a little too started to fill up at that point. So I just did Demon twice in a row. Got some shots of Demon for the documentary. I got video of every single ride just to be sure. Following that, I went over to Skytrack Tower to get some aerial bird's eye shots of the park for the documentary, and still the 2013 audio. Then I went over to Viper because that was the only other wooden roller coaster I needed to get footage for. So I went and rode that while I was at it so I could get some shots from the station as well. At this point, I went to eat lunch. I went to Primo's Pizza in County Fair between X-Flight and American Eagle. And following that, I headed over to the Raging Bull exit to meet up with a few friends from school because they were like, hey, we're here, we're gonna go. So I met up with my friends Danielle and Valerie, and then Danielle's brothers Dylan and Devin, and then Valerie's brother Nathan, or as they call him, Happy, for the reason, like, Happy Gilmore, his last name's Gilmore, blah, 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 blah. So, following that, we got in line for Goliath. Danielle and Valerie went out and went to their car and ate lunch because they don't have seasoned dining. And me, Happy, Dylan, and Devin went on Goliath. It was their first time on it. And following that, they went to their car while Danielle and Valerie got back and went on Yankee Clipper. But at that point, once the guys left to go to their car, I went to on Jester's Wild Ride, and then I headed over back to Yankee Clipper to meet up with the girls. And then they got in line for Vertical Velocity, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat lunch, and then I'll meet up with you, or eat dinner, and then I'm gonna meet up with you guys later, and I'm gonna get some views of Goliath. However, conveniently at the time, Goliath had downtime when I was supposed to finish up the shots, so I had to wait. So while eating lunch, I headed back over there to find out that they went on Batman instead. So once the guys came back, here's a shot of me and my sister, a selfie. Once they came back, we went on. Once the guys came back, we went on Vertical Velocity, and following that, we got back in line for Goliath. At this point, I ran into Scott Schaefer. Shout out to you, Scott. And we stood in line with him, had a long conversation, and turns out, for some reason, the Flash Pass employee let our whole entire group go through the... Scott was already riding as a single rider, but for some reason let our group of 6 go in the single rider line. However, for some reason, Valerie and Danielle left the line and wimped out. At this point, I said goodbye, and they went back to V2. Following that ride, I departed, and I walked around, tried to finish up getting some video for the documentary, and then I would get a call from my sister saying, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm near Goliath." And she was like, "Oh, 'cause me and Dad are here too." So it turns out my dad and my sister came down later in the day. And I'm just gonna point this picture out right here, past. They've really been put in advertisements wherever they can put them. Here's a Computer Systems Institute advertisement on the Raging Bull row assignment sign. Moving on, my dad and sister were gonna get on Goliath using the exit passes that I had, but then they said, "Oh, we just ate dinner. Don't want to upset our stomachs," so we got in line for X-Flight instead. And we would do X-Flight. My dad didn't realize how intense that ride was. He loves X-Flight. One of his favorite. He still likes Eagle the best though. And then going on, my sister and I then did Raging Bull together. And then we rushed over to Goliath to end the night, and I got one more ride on Goliath. There was about a 15-minute downtime because of reasoning you will soon see in about 15 seconds. But I had some conversations with a few first riders, and they really said they were looking forward to the ride, and they're excited to ride it. Just a few seconds. Just pass up this X-Flight sign. And here you go. Another wheel shred. Goliath shredded another wheel on the orange train. This time it was the back row right side. Or the back car right side. And, yeah, this is the second time from my awareness that happened. And it was down for about 15 minutes. They took it down and did one train operation for the rest of the night. So that significantly longed people's wait times. Luckily, I was already in the station. I was the next train. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. It was really a great trip. Got a lot done and rode a decent amount of rides. Rode a dozen rides. And my next trip should be Saturday or Friday, June 27th, I believe. And I'll be rocking out with I should be rocking out with my dad, my sister's friend Caitlin, as well as my friend Rachel, who hasn't been to the park since 2010. So I'm really excited to get her on X-Flight and Goliath and stuff like that. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching once again, and have a great day. Costume One signing out once again, and keep watching.